Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 206 of KT Confidential, the real estate podcast. Everything is costing so much money. So today we give you our top tips on ways to save money around the house. Enjoy.
All right.
Good to go.
Let's get right into this one. This is going to be a quick one. 3 easy ways to save money around the house.
Not make money. Just to clarify.
Not how to make more money, how to save money
How to
around
save
the house.
money at home.
The reason he's saying that, folks, is because he wanted to talk about decluttering your house and then selling the crap around your house to make some few bucks and put some more money in the bank. No, that is not the reason for this
It's a good idea,
podcast.
just not for today.
It's how to save money. So we're going to
And
give
just
you
to preface all of this,
easy ways to save money around the house, because this is a good time of the year to be saving money.
I know Ian doesn't like when we talk over each other, so I refrained. But just to preface this,
Why doesn't he like it? It's one of my favorite things about the podcast. It's hard to
causes something in post that makes it
live recording.
live recording. I don't get it. We never live record. Okay, we're good. Just to reference too. So this relates back to a guide that we produced in 2019.
Oh,
20.
must have been 20. Yeah.
2020.
When the pandemic started.
So we published a PDF online. You can download it. We'll throw the link up on the screen here and in the description. 37 money saving tips. And I guess money earning tips, because there are some tips in there on how to generate additional income, which is important too. That can make a big difference for your household income. But we've picked a few house-related ones that are appropriate. And given that, you know, everything's expensive right now, just this morning, Jen asked me, it was a funny question. She said, "Do you have gas in your truck?" And I'm like, "Well, how do you think I got here this morning?" But she's like, "No, apparently gas is going up tomorrow." So everything's expensive. Fuel's up.
I don't even pay attention to fuel prices anymore because it's up, it's down. What are you going to do? You're going to negotiate at the gas station? No, you need gas, you're just going to pay it.
Maybe the world boycotts it.
All
or
right, let's
something.
get right into it. First thing, utilities.
Utilities.
So this time of year, you know, we're in the midst of fall. And October is one of those weird months too, because it could be really hot in the house
this
from
morning,
getting pounded with sun.
Sure, but this
going to-
morning you probably had the furnace going.
Yeah, you wake up and it's a little bit nipply and you want to turn on the heat. So you've got AC in the daytime potentially, heat in the evening potentially.
I actually find this a nice time of year because you
Open
can
up the
almost make
windows.
do with nothing.
Right.
You know, it might be a bit chilly at times, but, you know, dress accordingly. Get an extra blanket on your bed. It's nice.
Well, the key here is all of your utilities come at a more expensive cost during certain times of the day.
Right.
So whether you're operating your dishwasher, your washing machine, your dryer, your microwave, your oven,
Well, yeah, oven,
your heat,
electric
your
dryers,
AC.
things that consume more power. One of the neat things in the guide is that actually we broke down a handful of common appliances, from an electric dryer to a gaming station.
Yep.
And it said, based on average use of X hours per day, here's your cost per year. So you can kind of visualize and understand how much things are costing you by using them during those peak hours.
So you have a programmable thermostat, right? You have a Nest?
Yes.
Is it programmed?
Yes.
It is?
I assume so. I've had it for 10 years. I haven't touched it.
I'm just wondering if we have a direct link to that. I'm pretty sure we had a direct link to that money savings tip guide, like a domain specifically for it.
Oh, I don't remember. It probably expired. But
We'll put I don't think so. We'll put a link in it below.
I want to see speaking of Nest, what's your home set to right now?
Mine, 72.
Oh, mine's in eco mode.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
That means
It means
nobody's
it's probably
home.
not running.
That
Well,
means,
I can see the van there. Somebody's home.
it says away.
It's in eco mode, which means, so it's set. So the fan's running. It's not going to turn on the heat unless it gets below 16, and it's not turning the AC on unless it's almost 27.
27. My God.
But it's sitting
boiling to death.
It's sitting at 22 degrees Celsius in the middle of the day.
What is that in Fahrenheit?
73?
Right.
70, something like that. Comfortable.
Yeah, mine's set at 72.
Yeah.
Right now it's set to heat at 72 because this morning we woke up and it was really cold. But the point is, a lot of people have these thermostats. Okay, so that's set to eco mode, which means, yes, if your AC's not coming on, unless it gets this hot, and your heat's not coming on unless it gets this cold.
And they're set fairly extreme.
But is it set during, let's say now we're going into heat season,
Yes.
where your heat is going to be operating on a more regular level, and your AC shouldn't be used probably because it'll be too cold out. Do you have it set with times so when you go to sleep, it dials down the heat, and then when you wake up, it
basically
turns on the heat. When you're not at home, it goes down.
Yeah, so it has a way. Someone's almost always home. Alicia's home if I'm not usually. So we don't have it set to
away mode.
Oh, yeah. It'll have, it senses that. So if it has no motion detection,
then
it'll
it goes into
do its own thing. And at night, we let it go down. But then during the day, we have a fairly consistent temperature maintained.
So there are a ton of people that have these thermostats and don't do anything with it. They just set it and forget it.
Yeah. There are a lot of people that are just afraid of, they're not techie. They think they don't even attempt to do it because they think it's challenging. But these are pretty intuitive.
But they're so easy
turn
to
the
set
knob
up
and push the button, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, thermostat.
Or even if you do it manually, like if I know I'm not going to be home all day and
make sure you do.
My wife is out and about, I just dial it back. So why heat a place that nobody's in or cool down, especially in the summer, right?
Yeah.
Because the AC really will work very, very hard to keep the place cold.
Another thing I'll just bring up quick because it relates to HVAC. This year, just on Amazon, I went on, because as you know, we painted our doors. As part of that, I went onto Amazon and ordered new weather stripping because ours was really rough shape.
Yeah.
And in some areas, the door needed to be adjusted slightly because I could actually see through it.
Yeah.
So, and it was pretty cheap. It was like $30 for a pretty substantial roll. And it's just pops in. It's easy to do.
Yeah.
And now I've got a better seal. Last year,
did you price compare with some of the hardware stores in town, or you just for simplicity and ease of ordering went to Amazon?
I found I couldn't find any, or not. There was not. I wanted black,
right?
And I couldn't find black locally, so that's why I ended up going through Amazon, and it arrived in a day. It's convenient.
We're talking about saving money though, not convenience.
No, but the cost, if it was astronomically higher than Home Depot, I would have gone to Home Depot, but Home Depot didn't have the one I wanted. So I ordered it online. And for most winters leading up till now, since all that's deteriorated, if it was a windy, snowy day, I would often have snow in my foyer. So now...
Okay, let's get back on track.
Well, that's the point, is make sure you're sealed up.
A lot of people run their washing machine during the day. I found this, and especially their dishwasher. Like they get ready in the morning, have breakfast, load up the dishwasher, they leave to go to work, and then hit the start button.
Right.
And you're running it sometimes, or when you come home and after dinner.
Just set a delay.
Most hydro companies, like there's quite a few hydro companies around Ontario, but if you go onto their websites, one of the first things that you can find pretty easily are the peak hours and off hours.
And how much the costs are per,
and what the costs are per kilowatt hour. So just understand, where are you paying the least amount of money for your hydro?
One, again, this is spending money, but it helps you understand your expenses. They have smart electricity meters that you open up your panel and they clip onto the wire. It's just clamps over. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't poke it or anything. And it measures the electricity running through the cable on your phone, and it tells you how much you're using. So if you know that your appliances...
Or you can just go to your meter on the outside of the house and see.
No, these are individual breakers.
Oh, I see.
So if you know the appliances in the kitchen...
Right, got it.
Or whatever, or the lights on the main floor are breaker number 1. You throw it on there, and then you say, oh, shit, I'm spending whatever.
Right.
X amount of money on my lights because the kids keep leaving them on.
You know, on that note of electricity and things being used, how many things around your house stay plugged in? Like, it drives me nuts when I see iPad chargers all over my friggin' house.
I don't know if those use power, though.
There's continuous power.
No, because they don't have anything. I don't know. I could be wrong. But like your TV is an example.
Oh, your TV,
that's always connected in standby mode and connected to Wi-Fi.
Wireless speakers.
Yeah, they're always connected.
Speakers, those always connected.
Yeah, so if you go away for a weekend or a week, unplug that stuff.
Yeah. Or do like you did and get all these fancy Wi-Fi switches so you can control it from your phone. Don't even go down there.
Do you want to see?
No. It's not what we're talking about in this podcast. Next thing. Air filters.
Yes.
In your furnace. The least amount of restriction means the furnace will be working less hard to work, to produce heat, to produce to
run
flow.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we had our ducts cleaned a while back, the guy that did it suggested don't spend the $30 to $50 on one of those fancy filters. Just get a basic filter and change it monthly. So we bought a bulk box of filters and change it regularly.
Yep. So you do that. You're saving money by buying in bulk. You're saving money by not the quality of the filter, but the cost of the filter.
Yeah.
And replacing it more often.
The only exception is if you have major allergies and
right. If you need
dander from dogs,
certain amount of microbes to be absorbed by that filter, I get it, because the cheaper filters do let more things go through. But there is a balance too, because like Filtrete, is that right? Filtrete?
Yeah, 3M, I think.
They make a huge
big
range of the types of filters that you can get. And they tell you, like, they have that number on it, so you can get 350, whatever. Nobody even knows what these numbers mean. Just the higher number is better and thicker and has more meshing in it to prevent more, but it's also restrictive. Yes. And your furnace is working harder. So if you have one of those fancy air filters and you actually pull it out, you'll all of a sudden you physically can hear your furnace working easier and more effectively.
Yeah. Well, you can feel it if you put in a dirty filter while the furnace is running. You'll feel it sucking on it.
Yep.
And then put in a clean one. You'll notice a substantial difference in resistance.
So if your furnace is working less hard, it will save you money.
And long-term maintenance.
Yes. So there you go. Last but not least.
Wow, this is really quick.
Last but not least, entertainment packages and internet. Now, this is a conversation that happens in my home at least once a year.
Conversation or argument?
No, conversation, because I don't think these things are worth arguing over. They just have to, when you live with somebody or with kids even, there has to be a happy medium that everybody's happy and accommodated.
Well, kids are an exception. They'll be happy with whatever you give them.
I feel sorry for your kids.
My kids are super happy. There's nothing to be sorry for.
Okay. So you're telling me you have no subscriptions for your kids?
We do, but if we remove them,
go.
They would forget about it in 2 weeks.
I'm not so sure about that.
They would.
Why don't you do a trial and do it for us?
Well, on this note, it's a good discussion because Alicia and I were on the couch the other night after dinner chatting, and she brought up that we're still subscribed to Paramount, which we subscribed to a few months ago because we wanted to watch the Halo series, and we've since completed that. And there's no other shows they have, but we continue to let our membership renew monthly. And then I'm like, yeah, it's only $5. So I was maybe, thinking maybe a new show will come out.
Right.
But it hasn't. But there's savings. And anyways, it's only $5 or $6, but that adds up.
Well, the point is, when it comes to entertainment costs at home, I'm talking at home right now. You got all these recurring revenue streams that you're spending money on. Netflix. You might be a Amazon Prime member because you want that weather stripping tomorrow or today. Disney, Paramount, all of these channels set you up on a recurring revenue model.
I think this is a lot of the whole keeping up with the Joneses occurs with that stuff, because it's like, oh, have you seen the latest thing on Disney or the latest thing on Crave? And all these networks have exclusive shows.
Right.
And it's like, you got to have them to keep up with your friends.
I don't know if anybody actually, I'd love to hear from people that feel that way.
Do.
But
I'm sure they do.
Well, that's not keeping up with friends. It's keeping up with maybe the latest shows.
No, but yeah, but you want to be able to maintain the conversation and get involved, right? So you're like, oh, I got to watch this so I can keep up with,
I don't know,
so-and-so.
I guess everybody feels differently. The way if you tell me about, and this has happened here at this very table, you have told me, hey, have you seen the new X movie or the new X show? Oh no, what's it on? Oh, it's on Paramount. No, I haven't, because I don't subscribe to Paramount.
Right. So if you're not affected by it, is that what you're saying?
I could care less.
So many people aren't that way, though. So many people are like,
Fine.
oh, I need to get on top of it. Oh, people are doing this. I need to do this.
Okay, well, I guess you won't be one of the people saving money.
Well, no, this is what we're trying to convey, is stop being that way. If you need to save money, get rid of the things you don't need.
So here's what I've learned. A lot of these subscription services, if you cancel them, they give you an option.
Yes.
To, stick around for the next 6 months. We'll give it to you for $2 a month.
Right.
And then you're like,
Sirius Satellite is a big one for that.
Yeah.
They'll give you
Adobe,
$1 a month or something.
Adobe, every 6 months, I put it in my calendar. Every 6 months, cancel your Adobe membership. Yeah. Why? Because they always give me an option to stay on for less money.
Yeah.
XM, like satellite radio.
Yeah.
Synonymous for that.
Well, now people are paying probably for security system monitoring, paying for if they have their own camera monitoring.
Well, now, like Arlo and all these cameras.
Everything's subscription.
Everything is subscription based.
I bet a lot of people listening have monthly subscriptions they don't even know they have.
I bought a Fitbit watch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's called, and I wanted to return it, but it expired, the return policy. And I got a notification yesterday because I set the notification on it. Oh, your subscription for Fitbit is coming due in 2 weeks.
Right.
$108.
Right.
I'm like, for what? So you can monitor and have the data on me?
But that's the only option, though, if you want to be able to access that stuff. What's your membership for? I don't understand.
Exactly.
Why don't you
I don't fucking know.
Like other smartwatches, you don't have to pay for. Maybe they're more expensive to start, but
couldn't even tell you. Don't even care.
Interesting.
I'm going to throw that thing on eBay and get rid of it because I don't like it. I don't know if the iWatch is any different. I never tried the iWatch. I just feel my wrist getting all sweaty and it's uncomfortable because you got to keep it tight to monitor your heart and all
you don't
that
really
stuff.
No.
Oh, that one you do.
Oh, this one you don't really have to.
Well, tighter than I would wear it because I like a loose watch.
Yeah.
Anyway, a lot of people have current subscriptions that are recurring subscriptions. They're paying for them every month or every week or every whatever.
Like OnlyFans?
And have no idea.
I didn't get a smirk out of you. You're so focused.
Well, OnlyFans has nothing to do about home. And then nothing to do about saving money.
Subscription services.
Anyways. Is that what you subscribe to?
No, I don't. It was costing too much.
Right. Well, that's another way you could make money.
Hey, there you go. Foot fetishes. We've talked about that before.
Let's not go down that path, please. Your curly. What did we call them? His curly toes?
My little toes serve me well.
And internet. So what I'm finding with internet now, you could have the latest and greatest this year, and then next year you got like the worst package, but you're still paying for it as the latest and greatest.
Right.
Call your provider and negotiate. You're either going to get better internet or a better price. I can guarantee you.
Or nothing changes. Whatever. Yeah. Worst case scenario.
Yeah, they're not going to be like, oh, thanks for calling us. We've just increased your rate based on this call.
Right.
Right. It never happens.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be funny.
Yeah.
But it takes, sometimes you're on the phone with them forever. A lot of them have a callback service.
Oh, I love those.
That's awesome.
I always use that.
Yeah, when it's available. So give them a call, whether it's Cogeco, Bell, whoever's providing your service, give them a call and negotiate. Tell them, hey, got to cut costs, threaten to go to another provider, whatever you got to do, they'll cut it down. You'll save $5, $10, $20 a month, or you'll get better service, or like you said, worst case scenario, nothing changes.
Yeah.
But usually, like 8 times out of 10, you're going to come out, and don't do this every month. Don't call them they document this. Don't call them every month and say, hey, it's that time of month again. No, every
once a year,
6 months
every 6
to a year.
months. Yeah, you're
just
good.
give them a call. Hey, you got any promotions on the go? I got to save some money.
Yeah.
So, money savings tip guide. We spent a lot of time, money, and effort in producing this guide. It's free. If you're watching on YouTube or listening, we're putting a link in the description, or you can just send us a DM on Instagram or TikTok, wherever the hell you want to follow us, and we can send you that link directly. But that's it. A few easy ways to save money around the house. The money savings tip guide goes in a little deeper.
Quite a bit deeper.
Quite a bit.
And we're not talking about it, but just sell shit around your house.
Right. And sell some videos on OnlyFans.
Don't subscribe.
Right. Okay. That's it. Good way to end.
There you have it. Hope you enjoyed episode 206. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any other tips on how to save money, drop a comment, help some people out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. New episode every Monday morning at 6 o'clock.